making the transition to outdoor as the weather is certainly accommodating. My name is Sean Moth. Great to see you. With me is Ron Mann, head coach of the Cardinals, and we'll sneak outside of the current team real briefly. This past Sunday in Los Angeles, what's supposed to be this beautiful, bucolic setting from beautiful day for a marathon, and two-time defending champ, former Cardinal Wesley Career, out to defend his title, turned into high 40s, pouring rain, and tough conditions. But despite not winning, a fourth-place finish for Wesley. I know he's disappointed, but as fans, we look at that and, gosh, that's nothing to sneeze at.
Well, number one, to finish that race in those conditions, we're very proud of Wesley. And you're absolutely right. It was horrible conditions, about 40 degrees and rain and wind coming in off of the coast at that point in time. And at points in the race, they were running in ankle-deep water, and it was not a pleasant weekend, and certainly wasn't the result that Wesley or I was looking for, but I'm very proud of Wesley and all that he does in representing University of Louisville and on an international stage, and not to take anything away from the young man that won that race.
Sure, and the time he posted, maybe Wesley at his best in perfect conditions still may not have been able to get that title because the winner had a pretty good day.
It was a very good day, and those are the kinds of conditions that we're looking for, and that, you know, we wanted that kind of competition, but
sure,
certainly not those kind of conditions.
And this is something too that will continue Wesley's focus into hopefully a potential run at the 2012 Olympics in London.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exciting news for former Cardinals, and we'll always try to keep track of some of the endeavors, including Wesley, because he's really made his mark on that world. Time to open outdoor and see where you're at, and I guess it's kind of what you do in Tuscaloosa this first weekend in Alabama.
That's exactly what we do. We see where we're at. It's our first outdoor opening, and many of the athletes won't be in their primary events. They'll be doing some relay work and some off events, and sometimes specifically they're outdoor events only, in that, you know, this is the first time we're going to see the discus and the javelin and the intermediate hurdlers and those kinds of things. So we'll see some new events for athletes.
If I recall, and the sports start to run together, the years start to run together, but I want to say that last year Stephen Nat did not compete in indoor, competed in the outdoor, kind of chomping at the bit, went out, had a huge first meet, and went on to have a great season. I know Rachel Garrett might be in a similar situation where it's tough to watch that indoor season, and she's got to be ready to burst out of the gate.
And she is. We had that discussion earlier this week, in that she's certainly ready, willing, and eager to get this outdoor season started.
Maybe a couple other people we're going to focus on, because we know some of those names that have gone on to NCAA competition. We have a national champion looking to defend his title in Matt Hughes in the steeplechase, but just throw a few more athletes that we're going to keep an eye on.
Well, certainly Matt Hughes is going to open up with a relay leg on the 4x1500 meters at Tuscaloosa. We're also going to have Simran Warren, our freshman 800-meter runner who ran 500 meters indoor. We'll try the 800 for the first time, you know, and then certainly Josh Greenwald in the discus, as well as all of our discus throwers on the women's side. They haven't done that before. And then the transition from the weight throw to the hammer in, that Deanna McCarty is a very accomplished weight thrower, but the hammer throw is a little different event.
Sure. So everybody's kind of getting their feet wet, so to speak, this initial weekend, and it's certainly going to be intriguing to follow along and see. I'd be remiss if I didn't at least ask how boot camp went for you, because I know that week-long transition during spring break, it's not sitting on the beach and drinking pina coladas. It's working hard.
Yeah, we worked very hard. We had a guest speaker on Monday. We had Sean Moth on Tuesday as our guest speaker. On Wednesday, we had a little bit of an invitation, if you will, for the athletes, and then we closed it up on Thursday afternoon with a presentation by myself on the direction and where we're going with the program and where each athlete fits into that.
If you know anything about Ron Mann, that direction is straight ahead. So best of luck, safe travel to you and the team, Coach.
Thank you.
For Ron Mann, I'm Sean Moth. We will talk to you next. It'll be right here on